A very, very warm welcome back to Edgewater, Saskatchewan for episode 13 with me, MrSealyp. It's April 2, ladies and gentlemen, and we're back. We're back in business. As you may or may not be aware, I have come away on holiday with MrSealyp, post 50th birthday celebrations for her, not for me. Mine's in July, 50 as well, scary stuff. But anyway, we're bouncing around a little bit this week. We are up in the Lake District. I'm just explaining, because I know a few people have been asking where I am. The first few days we were at a place called Burns Farm in a kind of glamping pod cabin type thing. No internet. It said internet, and when I ran a speed test when we got there, it was running at download 0.07 megabytes, upload 0.02. Nope, couldn't do anything. So the first few days we went out, we've done a load of walking, we had a load of sort of targets and goals and things we wanted to achieve. The weather wasn't great the first week. We had quite a bit of rain. One of the days we went out walking, if you've been following on Facebook, we did a walk 7.5 miles, taking a few different things. We had sun, we had wind, we had rain, we had snow, we had sleet, all on the same walk. It was impressive stuff. But we have now moved to the barn, which some of you again may be aware of from my walk and talks and other videos I've done before. We're at Graysondale Farm. We have internet. I will post what I can when I can. We are still doing things for MissyB's extended birthday celebrations. We're still going out. We're still doing some walking. We've got some things we're going to do. But I'll try and do possibly some mod reviews, possibly some Let's Play stuff, possibly some map tours, whatever we can kind of fit in. So that's just kind of the explanation. As far as finances go here on the farm, well, the fertilising contracts, you've probably all seen those have popped up already. I took on 3 more. As far as today goes, contract-wise, we don't have any contracts available, so there's nothing to do. If we go back up to the map, on top of doing those fertilising contracts, I did for the local municipality, I did stone clearing on field 43 and stone clearing on field 41. But a lot of the fields now that have still got stones on, I was going to kind of bounce around doing them. If we go across to growth, you'll see a lot of those fields now have got crops in, so I can't. Field 13, I think, is one that I might be all right to do. But pretty much all the other ones, until we kind of roll round into our next season, I won't be able to touch any of those. So as far as rock picking goes, I think I'm pretty much done. So it's today's jobs. I've just gathered up the corn. We're going to take that and put it into the silo. I'm just going to check on, I'm going to grab a bale out, and then I'm going to do a bit of cultivating. I'm going to plant some lentils today, I think, in our fields. And I've checked on second-hand vehicular markets. There's not really much going on. I've already got one of those, so there's no point in getting another mower. I could buy myself a Vesto. I'm not going to. But I was hoping, and I'm not sure they're going to be ready yet. I was hoping the bales might be fermented. I can start loading those onto trailers and we'll sell a load of the bales. Now, I have been tipped the wink on this. This is the Castor bale storage. I have had some messages from a few different people, thank you Barris, to say that making bales yourself and storing them away, it's still not letting people go above the 200 using this one. But then people are switching out to other versions and they're managing to go above it. I'm not at the 200 bale limit yet. I'm at 184 and I'm intending to sell some of these. So what we might do is, once I've sold the bales, I might put in a new bale storage unit. So rather than just bales, it'll be bales and pallets, maybe. Sheep are producing wool, so we're good to go there. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to plough 1, maybe 2 fields, get some lentils in. This field around the sheep and stuff I'm going to plough, and this will have some flax in at some point. I am keeping my eye open for once flax goes in the ground, I might buy myself a big field that's already got flax in. I haven't quite decided on that yet. I might do. So yeah, again, few bits and bobs, but this is just, today's is really just a kind of getting on with some chores, really. I've got some stuff to do. It's not going to be particularly over the top exciting, I don't think, but how are we looking on that? What's that saying? I'm so far away from the TV as well, because where we are, oh no, is that 86 or 66? I mean, I've got my glasses on as well, but yeah, I'm a bit further away, yeah, so that's going to go back in, so we're going to be looking at May 1 before I can get rid of these. I might jump ahead in this episode, actually, because I'm going to get some more contracts. So what I'll do, I'll get that put back in a minute. Let's get the corn put into the silo. I'll go and grab one of the tractors. I'll grab my cultivator. And we shall cultivate, then I'll grab the seeders. And we'll seed. What I might do is do some more seeds, more corn seed over here at my little silo. I finished all that grass work I was talking about as well. So all the sort of, I've been doing, there's still verges I can cut, there's still a bit more I can do. That's why I'm sort of happier now to cultivate in and prep my fields, because they've done what they needed to do. I've produced silage bales and I've got a load of grass on hand. What I should be able to do, hopefully, is put that into there. And we will check this, because, where are we? There we go. So at the moment, grass, we've got 130,000 litres of grass in here. I haven't put that on to turn it into hay yet. I'm going to leave it at grass for the time being. We're still all right for mineral food, all that kind of stuff. I haven't checked on our fish production, but as it stands at the moment, we're just putting some more in, but we've got 22,000 litres of corn. And what I can do, if we come down to corn seed, I can turn that on, we can produce a bit more seed. I can't remember how much I've still got in storage. How much seed have we got? Seed, 40. Oh, we've got 14,000 litres still in here. I think we'll be alright for a little while, actually. I won't necessarily turn that on just yet. So, tractor, cultivator. Where did I put the cultivator? Up around there. Let's get down to a couple of fields, get those done. So yeah, I was going to kind of treat this more of a kind of an episode back, and kind of just a chat. How are people doing? How are things going? I know people get a bit panicked when I'm not around. Well, not panicked, that's the wrong word. What we're on repair for this. Let's repair it. Give it a bit of a whoosh. When I'm away, you know, because obviously I haven't been doing the mod reviews for the last week. It was Bank Holiday Monday. We didn't have mods every day last week, so I think of the 4 days they could have had mods, we had mods on 3 of them. And there weren't too many. I've done a map tour, but I know 3 maps dropped last week, and like I say, I had no internet, I couldn't do them, so I'm at a situation now where, yeah, I don't know, I suppose I could try and catch up on them. We will see. Now, shall I grab the white and do the cultivating with that? Yeah, I might do, actually. Don't need to take out the big old chungus, do we? Let's grab the field boss. I do like this. I like it very much so. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. I don't remember last year, after I started my weight loss thing, we went and did a charity walk at a place called Chewett Tarn. That was last August, and when we went, it was 35 degrees. It was stupidly hot. I mean, it was ridiculous. Again, on the scale of how hot it gets in the UK, I know in other places it gets a lot hotter. So we did this this charity walk, and it was. I mean, I really suffered afterwards because there was no shade. It was just, you know, the walk wasn't that long. It was, you know, quite steep up to this tarn, and you know. Anyway, so in my head, it's been this kind of mental kind of challenge, really. And the place we were staying at, Burns Farm, wasn't far from there. So myself and MissyB had a list of things we wanted to do. One of them, we were going to go and do Chewett Tarn again. We were going to go to a place called Castle Rig Stone Circle, which in all the years we've been coming up here, we've driven past it, around it, never actually been to it. So we'll do Castlereagh. And there's also the disused railway that runs, or used to run, from Penrith down into Keswick. A lot of that's been redone now, and it's a footpath, so you can walk a long stretch of it from Keswick out to a place called Threlkeld. So that was one of the things we wanted to do as well. So off we head on the Wednesday after we got in. It was raining on and off. We thought we're going to get out anyway. It's the Lake District, it rains, you know, as long as you've got the right gear, you've got your waterproofs and whatnot, off we go. So we went and did Chewett Tarn. And like I said, in our heads it was that kind of mental barrier, that thing of, you know, this was a real struggle last time we did this. I say bounced up it, skipped up it, but we got to the top and we were a bit kind of, wow, okay, that was amazing. That was a lot easier than we remembered it being, and obviously it wasn't as hot. So then we thought, well, we can go and do Castlereagh Stone Circle as well. So we thought, well, we'll walk. Of course we will. We've got our map, we've got our hiking gear on, we'll walk. So we walked from Chewett Tarn to Castlereagh Stone Circle. So that was two things knocked off the list. We thought we'd do on different days. Did Castlereagh, and we're both feeling, you know, we can walk a bit further. So carried on going, went from there down into Keswick, and then decided, well, okay, we can get the bus back. Let's get on the disused railway. We'll walk the railway back to this place called Threlkeld, and from there back to the campsite. So the three things we had on our list to do on the first 3 days, we did in the first day, which was brilliant. The following day we got up, let's go out again. So we drove out to Castlereagh Stone Circle, and we did a walk from there to a place called Waller Crag. But it was a lot wetter. It poured down. It was windy. It was, you know, it was wild. But wow, it's just, it has been a real kind of I don't know. I suppose, like I've been talking about when I've been doing my walks and talks and that kind of stuff. It's becoming a real journey, you know. And when you hit those sort of targets and things you've set yourself in your mind mentally and physically, things that you couldn't do before, or you did them and you really struggled, to be able to do them and feel better, you know. And also the recovery after, that kind of thing of, okay, we've done it, and the kind of bounce back afterwards was much easier than we thought. Oh, that's not my field. I'm looking thinking, where's the grass gone? That's next field. I've just suddenly got to say, I can't remember whether or not this is a shallow cultivator or not. Because if it's not, I might have to then come and do a bit of rock picking in between, which is fine. So yeah, apologies. You know, I'm just feeling very chatty. I'm feeling very kind of happy and invigorated, and you know, all is good. It's where we need to be, which is brilliant. So. I'll come back and do the edges in a bit. I think I've got enough oomph to pull this. Yep, stones. Ah, I thought I bought a shallow one, but maybe not. Maybe this hasn't got the oomph to pull it, you know. I think I'm going to have to go and get... That's a bit better. Yep, we're going to have to rock pick, aren't we? Actually, I'm just thinking. Oh, give me some extra rocks. I think what I might do is sell some lime as well. Where I've been doing all the rock picking, yeah, I'm going to have to go and get on the tractor. Let's disconnect that. I'll go and do that off camera. Yeah, where I've been doing the rock picking, my lime production is full. So, and I think I'm after nearly 100,000 litres of rocks back in it again. If I'm going to do rock picking off here, so what I'll do is I'll go down to Brenda's. I need to get a bigger trailer, don't I? I keep talking about that as well. I was hoping one would come second hand, but it hasn't really. Yeah, I can do with a bigger trailer because I'm only moving sort of 15,000 litres at a time. Let's just stop. Let's check the catalogue. What have we got available? And we've got all sorts of stuff available, obviously. Have I got anything kind of modded? I might need to again have a look through the brochures. Oh, so I could just have the trailer for the... Oh yeah, hang on. So that trailer, although my harvester won't reach into that, okay, it's standard at 20,000 litres or 30,000 litres. 14,500 for 20,000 litres. Or 17 grand for 30,000. I think I might buy one, you know. I could certainly start moving more stuff around. It gets me more into that bracket I need to be in moving forward. Yeah, I'll have a fiddle around. I might do that off camera. I could get a second gravity wagon, the park one, because I'm sure it's got a rear trail hitch, so I could daisy chain them. But in all honesty, 2 of those would still equal one of those TARDIS ones, so I think I might do that. So yeah, I'm going to see you in a minute. I'll go and grab the case so I can get the cultivating done, and then I'll need to do some rock picking. We'll grab a trailer, and I'll come back up, grab some lime. I can get the lime production chugging away again to top it back up again, so I've got plenty of lime on the go. It's just a bit more income. Yeah, so my get rich slow scheme, not quite the get rich quick scheme. We will get there. We're gonna get to that tipping point where everything's, you know. I think once we can sell those bales, that'll be a really nice big influx of money. Once we can get some bigger fields, I want to get a bigger tractor. I've said that already as well. But we need some income, some proper substantial income. The amount of hours I've been putting in, whilst the money has gone up, and you look and think that's looking really good. What episode are we on now? 13? I think I'm something like 80, 90 hours in. It's a lot of hours for the amount of episodes, because of the fact I've been doing the mowing, I've been doing the rock picking for the municipality. It's been a lot of work, you know, which, as I said before, I don't mind doing. Absolutely don't mind doing. But we need, yeah, it's finding that revenue stream, isn't it? That one that's going to make you some money. Tractor swapped over. I'll go over and sort that out in a minute. Picked up my new trailer. I've topped off my seeders. Switched those over to lentils. And they're on the white. Even if I don't actually seed with the white, I'll try. So what we'll do now is grab some lime. So I'll take 30,000 litres out, then get it running again to top it back up. It's there, I might as well utilise it. I do still have crops actually in the silos, which I could, if I get great demands, or not even great demands, if the price is okay, I could sell some of that. But for the time being, I'm going to keep hold of it, as I've said many times before. You never know what you might need it for. So, top that off. Switch that back on. Okay, let's go and do it. Oh, that's weird. I think it's paying, let's say 400. I think it's 400 for 1,000 litres. When you think what do we get paid for stones, it's worth doing this. Even if the price isn't fantastic, it's still better than if you just sold the stones on their own. So I'm going to head down to Brenda's with this. I'll get the cultivating done, rock picking done. Those fields should be fine for... What's the point actually for liming? I'll get the crop in the ground, then we'll worry about what we need to do for our nitrogen levels. I know I won't get a variable seed rate because the flax, peas and lentils are the standard crop type. So it's not showing me an option for that. So I think I'm going to be quite heavy on the seeding as well. I assume flax will be the same, which is going to be a bit worrying. If only we had a seed production facility that I owned. Heading on down to Brenda's. Brenda and Larry, the Saskatchewan Mafia. They've pretty much got this whole area taped up, haven't they? I think we'll get... I'm going to say about 12 grand. If it is 400, I've got 30,000 litres. Something like that. The trailer cost me, with colour changes and bits and bobs, about 19. I know it said 17 originally, but it was 19 something. So 12 grand. It's a big chunk towards the new trailer anyway. Let's see what we get. It says I'm going to be taking more stones off the fields I'm now cultivating. And I think I've got field 13 I can still do. And we're looking... That's not too bad. There we go. There you go, 12,027. That was a pretty good guess. So if I do another load of that, I've covered the cost of the trailer. But then that will be 60,000 litres of my lime gone. But I can produce more, so I don't know. It's pretty good. Right, I will take this back and then, yeah, cultivating, rock picking. Then I'll get the sowing machines, seeders over, and let's get some lentils in the ground. Field 15's done. I've moved over here to 21. It's the Rocky Horror Picture Show going on here. The last field I just did was bringing up small stones. Look at the size of these. What is happening? I mean, it's good in so much as when I do rock picking, I'll get a load of rocks, but what? It's insane. Okay, that's not what I can do about it. it blindsided me a bit. I'm going across the field thinking, that's a lot of rocks. And then when I actually stopped and looked, they're absolutely massive. I might take the fence out from field 15. I took the fence out along the line here. I think I might do it at 15 as well. Just gives me a bit of room to breathe. I was actually thinking while I was over here, field 20 there, or 24, plot 24, everyone look at it. How much is that? Oh, 91 grand. Okay, it's a bit more expensive than I thought. So I thought I'd buy that one next door. I'll have another think. Well, that was astonishing. I've gone from, as I said, 15 to 21. Field 15, I didn't quite get a full load from the rock picker of 2,500 litres. Moved over to field 21 with the big rocks, and I got 4 times as much, over 4 times as much, from field 21 on its own with the big rocks. So I'm going to take these, put them into the line production. I'm going to take another 30,000 litres out because that's been chugging away while I've been doing this, and we're up to full again. So I'm going to put this in, take 30,000 out, let it run again, go and take that. That 12 grand, assuming the price is still around that will have covered the cost of my new trailer. Done, no problem at all. I have also bought the tractor over to our larger field just there, and I've started cultivating that. That's also chucking out massive rocks. So yeah, it's all good. I'm going to take this over, like I said, put this in. I'm going to get the lentils in soon. Lentils will be on 1521. That one's going to be flax, and I think I'm going to cultivate this one, and this one will be flax as well. This one's a fairly small field, to be fair. Actually, I might hold off on this one. This field here I might leave as a grass field, and we'll see what happens as we go into May with regard to potential contracts that might be available, the fact that our silage bales should be ready to sell then, and yeah, we'll sort of see where we stand, I think, at that point. But all I want to do in this episode, all I wanted to do in this episode, I was going to sell some lime, cultivate my fields, get some lentils in. We're nearly there because we've got lentils to do, but not far off. So we'll do that and that. Cool. And what I'll do, grab the Land Rover, just so I can fill up another load of lime. I won't use the Land Rover to take it down. I could do, I suppose. No, actually I can't. The trailer's way too big for this. I've been asked, am I going to sell this now? I've been using the pickup quite a lot. I haven't used the Land Rover very much. No, I'm a collector now. Yeah, I think this is going to tip the trailer up. If you look up to it. Oh, okay, that's better than I thought it was going to be. That up. What I can do actually, I'll swap the two vehicles over. So I'll run the Land Rover on the what is now going to be my rock trailer, I guess. I can use it for other stuff, but it'll work. And then, while that's going, I might just go and get some more water actually in a little while, but let's turn that back on. Get that chugging away again. Oh, it's that's one. Pull that forward. Yeah, I'm going to switch over. Not a problem. So I'll get on with that later on, as you can imagine. Well, although there aren't many fields left that I can do rock picking on for the municipality, I will now have my large fields going to have to be done too. And if that small one, if 21 netted me, well, it was about 11,000 litres, I think it was, that one's going to be absolutely insane how many rocks we get off that. So I'll take this over. I'm going to put in a trackway as well, because obviously I've got my sheep field over there. The sheep field I'm not going to be cultivating and turning that into crops. That's going to stay as a field. I'll do crops all around it, but I need a roadway or a track to get to it, so I'll do that as well, I think. So the question is, actually what I'll do, I'll take the lime down. I'll sell the next load of lime, then I'll come back and grab the tractor, and then what we'll do, we'll head over to those fields. I think we'll finish off putting some lentils in, yeah. And then hopefully next episode, bale selling. We're going to get rid of some bales, and then obviously as well depends what contracts are available. We'll see what if there's more for sowing. When I sell those bales, that's going to give me a good indication how much money I've got, I'm kind of sitting on as a part of that point for potentially buying a larger field, or possibly, again, as we move into, April again, as we move into May, whether or not there's going to be any new old machinery, yeah, in the used vehicle market. Has anything new popped up in there? Every now and again something pops up and you think, that's brilliant, I'll get that. The problem is when you've got your eye on something specific you want to buy, the chances of that popping up are a bit more remote. But no, I can't remember. I didn't use the white last time I ran all three of those, did I? I think I used the case. Oh, I can give it a go again. I get to drive the white backwards and forwards a bit, don't I? Which is cool. So I'll see you down there at field 15 and field 21 in a little while. Good thing is, if I do run out of seed, I can go down to my my seed production, pick some more up down there, rather than come all the way back up here to where I'm producing it. Let's offload some of this. And go. Okay, second load of lime done. Got 252,000. I'm going to give it a go with the white. Last time I did these two fields, I only had one. Did I have one seed or two? I'll go with three. While I was driving down, I suddenly remembered. I said I could with open gardens do potatoes, but I'm not. I'm going to do a field of potatoes. My longer term goal, as I said right at the start, I'm probably going to do pigs on this one, which I haven't done for a while. And rather than just buy pig food, I've got corn on the go. But I wouldn't mind doing a cornfield as well. But I'm going to do potatoes. I thought about putting potatoes in one of these, but I'm still going to do lentils in both these. But what I might do is buy a small-ish field to put potatoes in. That won't be in this episode. I'll do that in another episode, maybe the next one. Just giving it some thought. And or I could put the potatoes in up at the field by the fish farm. Maybe, but I don't know. I think I probably still am going to leave that as grass. I think, as I said, I was going to take the fence out. I have removed the fence. I didn't record it. Apologies. What I want to do here is think. Input. They're all set on lentils, as far as I can tell. Now, unlike when I did the contract, when I said about this, sometimes when you're doing contract seeding, especially with a setup like this, if you turn too sharply or tightly, you miss bits, which isn't the end of the world when you're doing a contract, because it gives you a bit of a buffer. But when you're doing your own field, you don't want to miss anything, so I might have to go back over things. And because there's no variable seed rate on this one, it's set on standard, not on high, which is alright. I can check that by coming onto here, and then if we go pH, soil type, seed rate, there we go. So seed rate on those is showing both as standard, so there's nothing variable about it, it just goes with what it is. And then we'll worry about nitrogen is going to need to be done. So once the seeding is done, well, I've got the fertilizer spreader down here, just there. We'll sort that out. Just back those up. Get it hooked up. That one at a time. Drop it down. This doesn't want to pull it. Okay, we might be alright, or we might not. It's not going to be the fastest thing on the planet, but... No, actually it's not. I thought I might have enough oomph. I'll be alright till I turn corners and stuff, and it's going to struggle a bit. I guess the pickup could do this, because it's a trailer hitch for all intents and purposes, because they're mechanical, they don't require a PTO or anything like that. Potentially. Oh, we are going, it's alright. They're not big fields, it's not going to take me too long. Telegraph pole. Yep, didn't need that seeded, did I? It's going to make life interesting, isn't it? Don't watch, it's ghastly. Well, that's a good look. That's the only downside with a setup like this. If you do have to reverse for any reason. Too bad. I thought it was going to be a lot worse. Yeah, it's going to be some bits going to go over. I thought it was going to be a lot worse for the rate, but I'm going to need to fill up again, definitely. Uphill a little bit. Come on, you can do it, little white. Running low on fuel on this again. I'm honking through the fuel. But, as I said, this was my intention, get some lentils in the ground, which we are now doing. I've got now more rock picking to do because I'm doing more cultivating. The next episode, fingers crossed, bales will be ready. We'll look at getting a field. We'll see what money we're looking at. We'll look at getting a field definitely for putting potatoes in. I'll probably do some potato planting. What else do I need to do? Oh, I mean, loads of stuff. There's a ton of things. Did I mention I was thinking of doing poplars? I thought about doing a poplar field because I haven't done poplars for a long time. But then, to be fair, if I do poplars, I need something that I can do something with wood chips. I've got some stored for when I cut those trees down, but not many. But I haven't really looked into what sort of stuff I could do. I know there's a few things out there I could do. I've done pellets quite a few times, so I wasn't looking at doing that. I think this sort of setup works better on bigger fields with a nice runoff. So you can come off the end of the field, turn around and come back. So I think whilst it's a good idea when I'm doing contract work on some of the bigger fields, for myself, I think I definitely need to look at a new seeder. Cover up bits I missed. Anyway, so yeah, that's where we're at. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. I know it's a fairly, I'll say that again, it's a fairly short one, isn't it? A fairly short one. Potentially it's a fairly short one. And as I said earlier in the episode, we'll see. I'll do what I can while I'm away. It's going to take me longer to upload stuff. Whilst I have Wi-Fi, it's not the same as my Wi-Fi at home. So, you know, stuff will come up. I will hopefully do some mod stuff if mods pop up. Again, that will depend how many mods there are, what plans we have for certain things on certain days, because we are supposed to be meeting some people at different points as well. So I will do what I can while I can, and then we're home. We leave here on Friday, and we're going to stay somewhere else for 2 days because we've got to do, we haven't got to, but we're doing another charity walk for the weekend, and then we're home Sunday. So normal service will be resumed the following week, but I will do my best this week. So yes, I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.